Today, we're going to dig into something that's, well, it's a little uncomfortable. We're talking about the choice between being liked and being respected. It's a trade-off a lot of us make without even thinking about it, and we're about to unpack exactly why. Let's jump in. So let me just ask you straight up, does this feel familiar? You're the easygoing one. You're accommodating, everyone thinks you're great, but deep down, you feel like you have no real pull. You're pleasant, sure, but you're also kind of powerless.
And this is the pattern that starts to show up. See, people genuinely like having you around, but they don't weigh their words with you. They feel perfectly comfortable pushing your boundaries almost like they aren't even there. It's a huge sign that all that goodwill you've built up isn't actually translating into influence.
Which brings us right to what we can call the likability trap. In this first part, we're going to really diagnose why trying to be universally agreeable can, paradoxically, make you completely invisible.
So what does this trap actually look like? Well, these signs are key, and you got to understand these aren't just one-off things, they are feedback. Your words just land without impact. You get invited to the party, but nobody asks for your real opinion. People listen to you nod and then do whatever they were going to do anyway. These are the quiet prices you pay for prioritizing being liked over everything else. And here's the crazy part, the paradox at the heart of it all. We're taught from day one that being pleasant and accommodating is our social armor. But it's not armor at all. It's more like a fragile thread. It works just fine when things are calm, but the second there's any real tension or disagreement, it just snaps.
All right, so that brings us to the central metaphor for this whole explainer. We're going to put that fragile thread of likability up against something way heavier, way more solid, the iron chain of respect.
This comparison really lays it all out, doesn't it? Just look at likability. It's founded on approval, which, is completely unstable. It takes constant work, emotional labor, to keep it up. But respect, that's an iron chain. It can actually get stronger through disagreement. It creates a pause in other people. And once you've built it, it defends itself. The payoff isn't some fleeting approval. It's seeing other people's behavior actually change around you, for good.
And this quote, this is it. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. It's a paradox that most people never ever solve. Why? Because when they start to do what's necessary to earn respect, it feels uncomfortable, and they mistake that discomfort for real danger, so they just retreat right back to being pleasant.
So that leads us to the hardest part of this whole thing, the uncomfortable transition. This is the journey from being liked to being truly respected. And fair warning, it demands a pretty fundamental shift in how you show up in the world.
And the absolute key to making this transition is developing what we're going to call hard edges. This is the real difference between people who get challenged constantly and those who don't. It's simple, really. They're limits that just don't bend, no matter how much social pressure gets put on them. Now hold on, it is so important to get this right. This is not a license to be a jerk. Let's be super clear. Hard edges are not about being aggressive or arrogant. It's not about being hostile or trying to dominate people. In fact, trying to perform toughness usually just screams neediness.
So what are they? They're quiet, they're non-apologetic limits. It's all about coherence, making sure your words, your decisions, and what you're willing to put up with all line up perfectly. It's a calm no instead of a big emotional negotiation.
And I've got to prepare you for this. When you start making this shift, it's going to feel like a loss. It really is. When you turn off that constant tap of approval and accommodation, the people who are used to it, well, to them, it's going to feel like hostility. It's going to shake them up. You're going to get pushback. You'll hear things like you've changed or you're being difficult, but you have to learn to reframe that. That feedback, that's actually a sign you're making progress. It means you've finally crossed the line where you're no longer paying for their comfort with your own integrity. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the what. Now let's get into the how. How do you actually forge this iron chain of respect? The big secret is that it's built with quiet consistency, not loud, dramatic displays. These are the practical steps. And yeah, they feel brutal for a reason. They go against all of our social training to keep everyone comfortable. So, number 1, say no and don't wrap it in 1,000 apologies. 2, when there's that awkward tense silence, let it hang there. Don't be the one to rush in and fix it. 3, when people push back, meet it with consistency, not by backing down. And this last one is huge. Stop explaining your decisions when nobody even asked you to. And this right here, this is the single biggest failure point. When you start doing this, you will get resistance.
People will test you to see if you're serious. The biggest mistake you can make is to see that resistance as a sign you did something wrong, and then immediately run back to your old, accommodating habits. If you do that, the whole thing just falls apart.
Man, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's a perfect contrast between real strength and the fake kind. True firmness doesn't have to yell. It doesn't need to justify its existence. It's just there. It remains. And eventually, people learn to navigate around it.
So let's wrap this up by talking about the final trade-off. What's the real prize for going on this incredibly difficult journey? What's the actual reward, and why is it something you can't really go back from? Look, the goal here is not to win a popularity contest. The real payment is something internal. It's coherence. It's that feeling of stability and freedom that comes when you become a fixed point, and you realize that other people are starting to orient themselves around you instead of the other way around. You finally stop letting their moods run your life.
This number. This represents how many explanations you owe anyone for your boundaries. That's right, 0. Respect is what gets built when your standards and your decisions stay standing, even when other people don't like them. You are no longer responsible for managing how they feel about your choices.
And this might be the final, most powerful idea of all. As long as you have that burning need to be understood, you're still stuck in the business of explaining and justifying and asking for approval. Respect only shows up when you finally pull yourself out of that game. When you can let someone misunderstand you and you don't feel that frantic need to correct. So we end with a choice. It's your choice. You can keep doing the constant, exhausting work of pulling on that fragile thread of likability, or you can do the hard, upfront work of forging the iron chain of respect. One is easy now and hard forever. The other is hard now and strong forever. So, which will it be?